The moment we've all been waiting for has finally arrived. Peppa and George are about to find out if they're getting a baby brother or sister, but things don't go as planned. The balloon that's supposed to reveal the gender gets away. Yes, it floats off into the air, and now the whole family is chasing it down. Picture the chaos. Everyone running around, trying to catch the balloon. The tension is high, and the excitement is building. They can't let it get away. After a bit of a chase, they finally catch the balloon. But, surprise, it's empty. Everyone's heart sinks. No results, no color. It looks like they're back to square one, but just when you think the excitement is over, Dr. Stuff enters the scene. He's been the one with the answer all along, and after some funny back and forth, he announces it. Peppa and George are getting a baby sister. Peppa can barely contain her joy. She jumps up, laughing. I can't wait to meet you. The whole family is thrilled, and you can feel the excitement fill the air. It's a big moment for Peppa, and you can see just how much it means to her. But wait, there's more to the story than just a new baby sister. What if we told you that there might have been another sister before this one? Yes, that's right, a lost sister who never made it to the show. It's a theory that's been floating around the Peppa Pig universe, and it might just change everything you thought you knew about the pig family. Let's dive into the clues that have fans buzzing. It all starts with a game on Mommy Pig's computer. In one episode, Peppa's name is listed in the game with the letters PP right after it. At first glance, this seems pretty normal, but then you notice something strange. The letters PP don't seem to match anyone we know. It's a hint that there could be someone else in the family, a sibling who never appeared on screen. Fans have pointed out other mysterious signs too. In an episode where the family moves into their house, you see a very young Peppa in the backseat of the car. But wait, that's impossible! Peppa would have been too small to sit without a car seat. Could this be another clue that something's off? Some fans believe this moment hints at a lost sibling, maybe one who was too young to appear, or perhaps a child who didn't make it. Then, there's the strange moment when Peppa finds a photo of herself as a baby. She doesn't recognize herself. Mommy Pig tries to explain, but it only raises more questions. Is this just a weird coincidence? Or could this suggest that Peppa has forgotten a part of her past, like the existence of a lost sister? And there's another layer to the mystery. In Peppa's world, there aren't any other pigs, aside from her family. This has led some fans to speculate that maybe the pig family has a hidden history of difficulty having children. Could this be why a potential sibling never made it into the picture? Maybe this sister was lost due to illness, or some other reason that wasn't explained on the show? With all these odd clues and moments scattered throughout the series, the theory of a lost sister feels like it might just hold some weight. It's a mystery that keeps fans guessing, and the more you look, the more it seems like Peppa's family isn't as simple as it appears. Could there really have been a sister who never made it? The truth is still out there, hidden behind the cartoonish world of Peppa Pig. Now that the idea of a lost sister is out there, everything starts to feel a bit heavier. But there's another side to the story, one that fans often miss. It's not just about the mystery, it's also about emotions. And most of it starts with Mummy Pig. In one fan-made episode, Peppa is seen asking about the new baby. She's curious, wide-eyed, and full of questions. She asks how big the baby is. Daddy Pig smiles and says, "Like a lemon." Peppa giggles. George joins in and says, "Apple," and then watermelon. Soon, they're shouting fruit names, and Mummy Pig is laughing too. It's funny, it's cute, but it's also a moment that says a lot more. Peppa's playful talk about babies shows how important this moment is for the family. But underneath the jokes, there's something deeper. Peppa isn't just being silly, she's excited. And Mummy Pig? She's glowing. But she also seems more careful this time, like someone who's been through a lot before. That's where fans start to connect the dots. There's a theory that Mummy Pig may have had trouble having children. In episodes like The Olden Days, she talks about the past with a kind of quiet sadness. She tells stories, but some parts feel distant, almost like she's hiding pain behind her words. In another scene, she looks at an old family photo. She doesn't say much, but the way she stares at it makes people wonder. Did something happen before Peppa? Or maybe after? Something she doesn't talk about? It's not confirmed, of course. The show keeps things light. But the little moments, Peppa's questions, Mummy Pig's careful words, the long looks and soft smiles, paint a picture of a family that didn't have it easy. So when the baby girl is finally revealed, it's not just a fun moment, it's a victory. A moment of relief, maybe even healing. For Peppa, it's a surprise. For George, it's exciting. But for Mummy Pig, it feels like something she's been waiting for a long time. All these signs, all these hints, maybe they don't mean anything. Or maybe they mean everything, hidden in plain sight, like most secrets in Peppa Pig's world. After seeing Mummy Pig's journey, you start to notice something else. Peppa isn't just excited about her new sister. She's acting like this is the moment she's been waiting for. And maybe she has. In one of the most surprising clips from Peppa's Special Tales, Peppa actually pretends to be pregnant. She walks around the house with a pillow under her dress, giggling and saying she's having a baby. George looks confused. Daddy Pig just laughs. But Mummy Pig watches quietly, and her smile feels different. Soft, almost proud. At first, this scene looks like a simple joke. Peppa's just copying the grown-ups. But when you look closer, it feels like more than that. Peppa wants to feel what Mummy Pig is feeling. She wants to be part of it. Deep down, she's already forming a bond with someone she hasn't met yet. And this pretend moment, it mirrors what's really happening in the story. Peppa isn't just excited about a baby. She's stepping into a new role, maybe even growing up a little. Then there's George. He doesn't say much, but he follows Peppa everywhere. He stares at Mummy Pig's belly, he pokes it, and runs off laughing. It's playful, but it shows he's curious too. The whole family is shifting. You can feel it. This is where fan theories come rushing in again. Fans say the baby might be a sign of what's to come. Maybe the show is preparing to introduce more family moments. Maybe this isn't just one special episode, it's the beginning of something bigger. Some even believe the baby girl is part of a storyline that's been building in secret. They say Peppa pretending to be pregnant wasn't just a joke. It was a clue, a sign that the show is quietly telling us more is coming. And fan content is only making this stronger. People are making their own episodes, editing scenes, and building whole stories around Peppa's future with a sister. The lines between the real show and fan ideas are starting to blur. So, when Peppa smiles and says, "I'm having a baby too," maybe it's more than play. Maybe she knows something we don't. Or maybe, just maybe, the show has been hinting at this all along. So now we know, Peppa's getting a baby sister. The balloon said it all. Pink letters floating up into the sky, with Peppa running after it like her whole world was changing. And maybe it was, because that one moment, filled with laughter and chasing and shouting, wasn't just a fun party. It was a turning point. For Peppa, for George, for the entire pig family. But even though the reveal felt real, there's still a strange feeling underneath. Fans can't stop talking about it. They've been watching every detail, pausing scenes, zooming in on Mummy Pig's computer, finding the letters PP after Peppa's name. Another child? A missing sister? Maybe, or maybe not. But those clues didn't appear for nothing. And when you put all of it together, the balloon, the theories, the strange lines in old episodes, it starts to feel like Peppa's world is a little deeper than we thought. But it's not just about mystery, it's also about the lessons. We saw Peppa being curious. We saw her trying to understand pregnancy, asking if the baby was the size of an apple or a watermelon. We saw George poking Mummy Pig's belly and laughing. It was all lighthearted, but it showed something real. How kids make sense of big things in small ways. And when Peppa pretended to be pregnant, that wasn't just silly play. It showed how much she wanted to be part of it all. She wanted to grow with the family. She wanted to feel what Mummy Pig felt. That's the real heart of this story. The idea that families change and kids don't just watch it happen, they feel it too. They carry the emotion, even if they don't have the words yet. So, what's next? That's the question everyone's asking. Will we meet Peppa's sister in a real episode? Will she have a name, a voice, her own muddy puddles? Or will it all stay in the background? A quiet shift, only noticed by fans who pay close attention? In the time capsule episode, Peppa and her friends bury items from their lives, things they want future kids to find. But maybe that episode was about more than just a box in the ground. Maybe it was a message that Peppa's world is always moving forward, changing, growing, just like she is. Maybe the baby sister is already part of that change. So now it's your turn. What do you think? Was the gender reveal real? Is Peppa's sister finally joining the story? Or is this all one big trail of clues leading us to something else? Drop your favorite theory. Share your favorite episode. Let's figure this out together. Because in Peppa Pig's world, Even the smallest moments can hide the biggest surprises.